Welcome to today's episode of Hot Issues on the Hot Seat with me, Bitami Elisha. And today, joining me in the studios, I have Mr. Paul Awoku Owusu and Mr. Julius Fifi Obu, who are aspirants in the election that we are heading towards. We all know that we are in the election period and we are geared towards electing new executives who will take up the mandate in governing the student body on campus. Please welcome Sir Julius.
Thank you very much,
Mr. And welcome Mr. Paul.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Julius, please, I would like you to introduce yourself better. If we say Julius, who is Julius on campus?
Okay, thank you very much for this privilege. Julius Fifi Obo is a member of the Faculty of Engineering and, to be precise, Electrical Electronics Engineering Department, and also a BTech straight 4-year degree program in level 200. And also currently the Faculty of Engineering Secretary, the Student Association, which is TUSAG. People used to call me the right choice, CV for free on campus. And also Julius Malema on campus.
Oh, let's talk about your names more. Right choice, CV for free, and Julius Malema. Julius Malema is one of the world-renowned leaders, and I think it's a very nice name they are giving. But why do people call it the right choice?
The right choice. People believe in my hard work, my dedication, and my sacrifice for the students. So therefore, my team members during this election process, they decided that Julius, because of your hard work, you are the right choice and the right person for the job of the SRC General Secretary.
I'll come back to that. Your team members decide. So it means they have seen something in you.
Exactly.
I'll come back to, we'll revisit that. But let me meet you, Sir Paul. Please, let's just introduce yourself to us and let's know you more. Who is Paul?
Okay, thank you very much. I'm Paul Owusu from the Electrical and Electronics Department under the Faculty of Engineering, a BTech 300 top-up student, a past executive for the Faculty of Engineering, that's Association TUSAG. I was served as a PRO for the 2021-2022 academic year, also known as Apple.
Also known as Apple. Okay, so I think having you people here is a pleasure, and I think you being a student leader currently in your faculty, and he is a past executive, I think is going to make the conversation more interesting. Coming back to the right choice, what do you think the people have? What are some of the things that people have seen in you, and you believe they believe in your drive, and they call it the right choice for the people?
Okay, thank you very much. Somewhere around last year, I went around to do campaign for the students to buy into my ideas and elect me as the Faculty of Engineering Secretary. They believe my words and my policies then, so they voted for me in power. So when I came, through my dedication, my sacrifice, and my hard work, my ideas and my achievements so far, people are really behind me, giving me the support to go beyond my territories, the Faculty of Engineering territories, to the entire student body of Accra Technicals University. Yeah, sure.
Okay. So if I understand you, the people serve as a drive on which you are moving towards your leadership roles on campus.
Exactly.
So please, what is the exact thing that motivates you? What inspired you to take up that bold step in becoming the next General Secretary for SRC?
All right, thank you very much. Julius Fifi Obu, also known as CV for free or Julius Malema, is much determined and concerned with student challenges in our society, how to make changes and how to make some impact in the society. I find myself into campus as a society and intend to solve the student challenges problems. So a situation where I am being voted into power, I don't have the mandate to channel their problems, channel their concern to the authorities for them to be kept, for them to be solved. So since students voted for me way back last year, and I became the Faculty of Engineering Secretary, they gave me the chance. And now I am on it, delivering it, organizing events for them, steering the affairs or the administrative functions of the TUSAG or the Faculty of Engineering. Yes.
So I'll get back to you very soon, and let me speak to Mr. Paul, aka Apo.
Apo.
Oh, if we mention Apo, we all know what Apo is, and then ATU, to be specific, is very keen when it comes to Apo on campus. Essence more practice. We are campaigning very hard against it because we are the fourth best university and the only premier technical university in the whole of the nation. So what is Apo about? Is it the Apo we know, or there is a different Apo we are seeing here?
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. And I must say, I'm very proud to be in ATU.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Now,
you have to be proud.
yes,
Charlie, the premier university, you have to be
a
proud.
president. I always brag about ATU out there.
Yeah, we need to brag.
You know, Apo is not the illegal one, like
Okay.
examination more practice, no. But I always, tell my colleagues that my Apo is a legal one. Okay, so it's simply the initials of my three names. That's Aukupo Owusu.
Okay.
So I just took out the first letters out of it, and I just initiated it.
So Apo is an abbreviation of your name.
Yes, sir.
And it's not the Apo we know.
No,
So
it's a legal one.
if you are watching us, Apo is an abbreviation of his name, and then we don't want you to say that the premier university is having Apo chairman that who supplies them Apo. No, we don't do that here. So, say Paul, I will refer you to Paul. I mean, I'm not
Sure.
very conversant with Apo.
Okay.
What are your inspiration? What inspired you that you want to be the spokesperson of SRC as a PRO?
Okay, so thank you very much. As I said, I was once the PRO for the Faculty of Engineering during the 2021-2022 academic year. And I served in that office to the highest extreme. Okay. Now
you served to the highest extreme.
Highest extreme.
Okay.
Yes. Saying that I wouldn't say to be like 100%, but at least 95%.
95%.
Because when I was a PRO during that time, I made sure I channel all the student grievances down to the HODs, also to the dean, and make sure that they pick it up from there to administration, so that at least always the student challenges would be catered for. Okay. So now after serving in that office, I thought it wise that no, I shouldn't end my territories, in the Faculty of Engineering. Rather try to move forward the next level to help at least all the students in the department, because day in day out I find myself helping other students in other department with sometimes project works, sometimes assignments, not necessarily like me doing it, but at least taking them to the respective people who can help them do it. And as the peer of the SLC, I'll be the mouthpiece for the student for the SLC. That's the intermediary body between the student body and the SLC. So I believe if I'm being given a chance, I would take this whole PRO office to another level.
Will take PRO office to another level. That's very interesting. If I listen to you, or you made mention of students and project work, linking student with project work. I think that is something that that is very helpful to us when it comes to, you can't complete this school without
Doing project work.
That was
Very necessary.
So it's an interesting thing you are doing there. How do we reach out to you if we want to? If someone watching you wants you to help in a project work, how do we reach out to you?
Okay.
It is something you have done before.
Yep.
Right? Okay, so how do we reach out to you?
Okay, so I'm actually a current service personnel in the electrical department. So when you come to electrical department and mention my name, Paul Osuaku, you can locate me very easy, or you can call me on my personal number, of which I'll be putting out by the end of this section.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we can reach out to you by coming to the engineering department,
yes,
or
sir.
your personal numbers. Okay, so let's come back to Sir Julius. You have been an instrument in the Faculty of Engineering, that is TUSAC, the executive, so an executive member. Yes, what are some of the things that you have done in the faculty that somebody watching you can look up to, and then based on that, they can see or they may decide that you are the right person as you have the hashtag the right man.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Elijah. When it comes to student leadership, it needs a lot of sacrifice and a lot of dedication. So, with a position as the secretary in the Faculty of Engineering Student Association, I am much concerned with their documentation. I steer the affairs of the administration functions. Anything that goes on, organizing meetings, organizing events, organizing programs, the backbone is the secretary, and I do my possible best to deliver it on time to meet deadlines. That is a keynote. And I do other tasks to also organize together with the organizer. We organize industrial trips for all the departments on campus, on the Faculty of Engineering, which is the electrical department, civil department, electrical electronics engineering department. So we have organized an educative seminar and trips for them, of which when they go, they have some practical experience at the trip. I went with 50 mechanical and electrical students to build power plants all the way at Bonga Hafo region some time ago. It was a 3-day trip. So the students really believed my efforts that I put in place for the trip to be organized. Yes, sure.
So you think you can transfer that to the entire school by becoming the general secretary?
Exactly.
How do you intend to achieve that? Because looking at what makes up the populace that makes up the TUSAC is a whole different thing when it comes to the whole school. You see, you are going to deal with huge numbers, and then the pressure is going to be more. So how do you balance that equation?
All right, thank you very much. I'm going to start with this way. When I came to ATU first day, I had the intentions to be a student leader. I pick up my motivations from students, leaders outside, and motivational speakers and leaders here in Ghana and worldwide. So when I came to ATU first day, I decided to be a course representative, also known as a course rep on campus. So I had about 150 students to represent in my class, BTech Electrical Engineering level 100 when I came. So with this 150 space, I was able to do well, deliver, and I picked up motivation from there. Why don't I go for the Faculty of Engineering position? So with a 150 number, I decided to take a step and go ahead. That is when I went for the position. I won. And with a space of 6,000 engineering students, I am doing a lot. So when I'm being given the mandate to serve on the Student Representative Council, which is the SRC, having currently about 25,000 students, I think it is a stepstone from the engineering to the SRC. And I assure all the students that I am going to do my best with all my effort, my multitasking, how dedicated I am, how I sacrifice myself for the students. Let me tell you one thing about the CV for free. I do CV for free for all the students here on campus.
Yeah, I saw
Yes.
things on
Yes.
posters around
Yes.
campus.
Exactly. So I have an agency of which they help me out. I can't do it alone. So an agency would do CV for student for free. So when you're an ATU student, you contact Julius and his team. They are going to help you out get a professional and a convincing CV for free. You can ask people just like that. A convincing CV for sure. Because some CVs are not professional. When you send it for jobs or when you say for hunting for jobs, I mean, sometimes they don't buy into your ideas. But Julius Fifi Obu, also known as CV for free, will help you out get a professional and convincing CV.
This one there, we need to link up. You see, getting job these days and on in our country is kind of stressful. So we will talk more in chambers.
Sure.
See, we forget some, we get it.
Exactly.
So, say, Paul, right? If I'm not mistaken, Paul, yes.
Yeah.
What inspired you? Okay, you have been the PRO, that is the last administration of TISA.
Yes.
So can we look up to, or can we look back to some of your works and then say you are the right person to be the PRO of SRC for these upcoming elections?
Yes, sir. Okay, so let's go back into my administration. That was last year.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you came into office, raise the name of TUSAC from one level to the other. Now, when I came to the school, we didn't know much more about TUSAC. That was the Association for the Faculty of Engineering. Okay, so when I became the PRO, I took it upon myself, to go day to day to all classes, to tell the student that we have an association over here which looks into the student welfare. That's all the problems you are facing, and maybe if you need any help or assistance, there's an association called TUSAC that would help you out. Also, we helped the association at large, linking them to our mother association outside. Now, when we leave the school, engineering, we have associations called IET and GHI. Now, our administration, that was last year, we're very fortunate to get a link up, let me say a link between these two associations.
Yeah.
Now, currently on ATU campus, it was during our year that IET chapter came to open their chapter. Okay, IET came to open a chapter, that's ATU chapter here on campus. Now, we started a very small, of which I know that this current administration too has taken it up, and they are selling the good name to the students. Now, from here, from school, when you leave and you go outside and you want to join this association, you pay some amount of money before you can join them, and also write exams before you can get a title as an engineer. Okay, so we're bringing them down to ATU. When you're a member here automatically, when you leave automatically, you are still a member. So you just have to continue with where you started from. Okay.
So you are transferring that to the SRC.
Yes.
Okay. So, Sir Julius, what is the unique thing about you that the students should vote for you as we wrap up the show?
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Elisha. I am a strong person who is very determined to his work. As I said earlier on, I am much concerned with the student grievances and the student problems. The problem that people are facing, I am much concerned how possibly I can curb them, how possibly I can minimize them. So I have several policies that I intend to implement when I come in power, working together with the executives and working together with the SRC president when I come in power. So we have this perception that SRC secretary or the secretary position is actually related to only documents, signing, writing letters. No. But when I come in power, I am going to play a vital role in their decision makings. The SRC board's decision making, I am going to play a vital role, of which I intend to implement or bring up educative workshop, educative programs for all the departments here on campus. Here is a technical university, and we are noted for science and technical related courses here on campus. So when I come in power, I am going to make sure that there will be several programs concerning workshop, people getting skills, getting something aside the academic content that we are learning in the classroom.
Okay, thank you very much. Mr. Paul, what should the student expect from you when they give you the nod to lead them as their PRO in the next administration of SRC?
Okay, so thank you very much for the question. Now, the PRO serves as an intermediary body between the SRC and the student. Okay, that's liaising information from the student to the SRC and from the SRC down to the student. Now, when I come into power, I look at bringing up a two-way channel communication system. Okay, that's where it wouldn't be only feed in and not getting any feed out. Okay. Now I look at
before that, do you think we don't have a two-way channel communication right now?
I think we do. Yes,
okay,
we do.
So let's say you are going to improve on that, because if you are saying you are bringing, it's like you are the one coming because it's already there.
Okay.
So let's rephrase it. You are improving on what is there.
Okay. Thank you very much for the correction. I'll be improving upon the two-way communication channel system that the SRC have. Okay. So now I'll be working with the various departmental PROs that will be elected into power.
Okay.
God willing next year. Okay. Now, I look at bringing these suggestion boxes. Okay, that will be there specifically for the student to channel out their grievances. When we go to banks, big companies and other stuffs, they have this box where they'll be like, write any suggestion you have
Yeah.
on a piece of paper, and drop it in. Yeah, I look at in bringing such a box to various departments at various vantage points. Okay, like whenever a student is having a problem and he or she can't go to any of the executives, because I believe that some of the students do feel shy to go straight forward to channel out their grievances.
So they can put their
They just write on a piece of paper,
put it in
and
that box.
drop it in that box.
Okay, that is a very nice initiative.
Okay.
Sir Julius, your last comment as we wrap up. What do you tell your viewers? Your
Okay.
last words.
All right. So it is high time we bring the potential out. So even with my flyer or my communique that I've released earlier on, I've written beneath, let's bring the potential out. So to all observers, to ATU, student populace, I believe very well that when you give me the power to become your next SRC General Secretary, I am going to deliver to the most. Do my possible best to make the administration go smooth. I know definitely there are some challenges that is going to come in place, but since we have Julius who is determined, Julius who is ready to overcome these obstacles, I am going to do it.
Oh, it's high time we bring the
Potential
potential
out.
out, says
Yes.
Mr. Julius Fifi. So today I think this is all we have for you on hot issues here. But before we wrap up, Sir Paul,
Yes, sir.
what are your last words? Sorry for not asking you before wrapping up.
No
Your
problem,
last
sir.
comments for your audience.
Okay. So the last comment for the audience. Now, before I go to that, when I'm being voted into power, okay, I'm looking at in bringing the student very, very close to the SLC. Okay. Now, day in day out, the student leaders from each department, okay, do go in for general council meetings. Okay, but I believe sometimes not all the informations are being given to the students. Okay, now I look at in bringing a student close to them by streaming all our general council meetings for the students through this noble platform ATTV. Okay, so that at least the GA we are having can go out, and also the name of ATU can go out at large. Okay, so the student body should look out for something best for me. Watch out for Apple, watch out for Pousuaku, and choose me as your next SRC PRO. Thank you very much.
So look out for something best from Mr. Owusu, aka Apo. So I'll just tell you that this is what I have for you. You look into them, judge, and then make the right choice, and then let the best man win. And those of you out there, be safe out there as they come around with your campaign. Anybody that comes into your class, be dedicated and give the person your audience, and then let's avoid violence as we go into the election. Thank you for joining us today. This is all we have for you. See you next week.